Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Madeline and I really appreciate you clicking on this video. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow and give this video a thumbs up for me. So here I am. I have been so excited to film this makeup tutorial since Elijah proposed to me. So I am filming this exactly a week before our wedding. Next Saturday I will be a bride. I am so excited, you guys. Like, I could cry. I'm really excited. Oh my goodness. I feel so relaxed. I feel so grounded and content. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be in life, and I am so excited to be Madeline Williams. Let's just go ahead and get started. I will not be uploading this video though because I have to edit it, so probably not until the Wednesday before my wedding. So you guys will be watching this when I am like 2 days before my wedding, and I am going to be like, oh my god! And I don't mean to be going MIA. Like, I love making YouTube videos, you guys. I love being active on social media, but it's been a lot. I mean, you know, like I went from car shopping, finding my current dream Jeep Wrangler, to getting engaged, and then getting our house, well actually getting my wedding dress, and then looking for a house and house hunting and planning our wedding in the midst of everything, and it was just a lot. I mean, I feel so bad. Like, we are going to see my grandparents today and I'm so excited to see them. It has been a while, and it's like I've been so busy, or I have been exhausted and resting when I can. I wasn't trying to force myself to put out too many videos during this time. It's just for my well-being, you know what I mean? It's not like I have millions of subscribers waiting for me anyways. But you all matter, the ones that I have right now. I really appreciate you guys. I am going to be starting off, well actually first of all, my hair is gonna be just like this for our wedding. It's gonna be me. My wedding dress, it makes me feel like a Greek goddess or something, you guys. It is everything that I wanted in a wedding dress, and I'm so excited to show you guys. I will be vlogging our honeymoon in Cancun. I am pumped. I'm so excited. We've never been to Mexico. Elijah has never even seen the ocean, so that makes it even that much more special. So I will be vlogging that, but also like inserting clips that you guys couldn't see when I was wedding dress shopping. Those will be like incorporated into that video. Also, our wedding photographer is also a videographer, so we will have a wedding video coming. I will post that just like I did for our engagement video. I'm so excited, you guys. The stars have aligned. Thank you, God. Thank you to my sister in heaven and everyone else. I'm just sticking to the Neutrogena Hydroboost Water Gel Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. This has really done me no wrong. Like, it has not broke me out. My makeup actually sticks very good to it. So I'm just going to be starting off with this here. I just put in earrings, and my ears are like bright red because I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't worn earrings in so long. I practically had to re-pierce my holes again. So good thing I did that today instead of next Saturday. I'm so excited, you guys. I will be wearing the earrings for our wedding that I got from Ana Luisa Jewelry. And that's just so cool because that is my first real sponsor and like PR product. So for my primer, if you watch my videos, you know how darn obsessed I am with the Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer. They discontinued this. I'm so mad about it. I have saved my last bit for our wedding day. I did practice with this yesterday though too. It's just, there's a lot of air in this. Oh yeah, there should be enough for me to use this today and next week for sure. But so much of it is air, so I have to be careful because little like dollops will just pop out. Look at this stuff from the bottom. Oh. There we go. I'll just go in with that much. I have the perfect amount left for next week. And then that's a wrap. My backup has been the Super Goop matte screen. This is a great backup plan. Like, this really does control my oils well. And plus it has sunscreen in it. So I am taking this to Mexico. This is the only thing that has come even close to being as good as the Kane & Austin. So, but I have saved the Kane & Austin for these moments, the practice rounds and the actual wedding day. I feel like my curls are being goofy today. See, I am so glad that I'm not doing my wedding hair, you guys. I'm so excited that my hairstylist that I went to when I lived closer to Apaka, she will be doing my hair. I have not seen her in a hot minute, but she is so good at what she does. For foundation, Oh gosh, I should have wiped this off. I am so bad at remembering to do that before filming. I'd be damned if I was not using the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation on our wedding day. It's the shade 3-in-1 Ivory Beige. This foundation is everything. If you have oily skin, you have to buy this foundation. It does not look cakey. It just looks so skin-like and controls my oils incredibly. So I am currently blending this out with my Miss A beauty blender. I'm honestly still so sleepy. My mom and I went out for a few drinks last night though, and oh my gosh, it's like I was still not ready for that yet after my bachelorette party from last weekend. You guys, it was freaking incredible. It was everything that I ever wanted in a bachelorette party. My girls rented a pontoon boat for us on the Chain Lakes in Wapaka. Okay, so this is the Dior Forever Skin Concealer. I bought this during the Sephora sale and I love it. This is in the shade 0 and it's perfect. I don't know, I feel like people have been doing this lately, so. And I love the applicator, you guys. I don't know if you can see the way that is, but there's like this little edge to it that comes to a point, and it is perfect to just tap it on your nose for the nose highlight. Just like that. It doesn't make me oily, it doesn't settle and make my pores look huge, which is an issue that I have with most concealers. And it's just the right amount of highlighting underneath my eyes. It doesn't make me look ghostly. It just does like exactly what I would expect a concealer to do. I honestly feel like that's hard to find nowadays because all of them are so cakey or heavy, or they grease and make your under eye wrinkles look like you are not 23. See, that is just like perfect. I'm so excited to finally be filming this video. I'm further blending out my concealer with the Sigma F03. I don't know, this stuff is probably really unnecessary. You really don't need to go out and buy this brush because of me using it for 2 seconds in my video. For powder, you guys already know I am going in with my tried and true trusty Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This controls my oils so well. It makes my skin look like porcelain. Do I wish it was unscented? Absolutely. And I am actually not going to bake with this. I am just going to do an even layer all over my face because there is something about the way that it wears that just ends up being way better. Baking really doesn't control my oils the way that I thought that it would. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, Elijah isn't next to me. Like, I wonder what he's up to. He must have wanted me to sleep because otherwise he'd be like snuggled up to me. Gosh, whenever I talk about that man, I'm just like, I love him so much. So I walk into the living room, I'm like, husband? And he's like grabs his piece of paper and like hides it. He's like, I just wrote my vows. It was so sweet. I love that we're writing our own vows. I feel like that's very us. For nose contour, Stephanie Letta here on YouTube, SMLXO. She kind of made me a snob for my nose contour now because she uses this Dior Backstage contour palette, and she's like, this is the absolute perfect nose highlight or nose contour in the shade right here. And it is a very neutral, like olive tone shade. I still use my finger to apply it here. That is all that I have been using this contour palette for. I posted a picture of a flat lay of this or whatever, and people were like, oh my gosh, like I want that. And I'm like, you guys, like it is not a need. This is a treat yourself, very extra moment right here. But I just like to blend out my nose contour. So now I go in with a whole separate cheek contour because I'm trying to make that little contour pan last as long as possible. So I am going in with the Natasha Denona Contouring Sculpting Powder. And this is in the shade Medium 02. Now I'm using my Marc Jacobs, the blush brush, to apply this. Oh my goodness, you guys. My sister has been working overtime to send me signs that she is with me through this entire process. It's absolutely beautiful. Every sign that she sends me, I just stop and I soak it in. You guys, it has been so long since I filmed a makeup video. Like, this is actually I feel like this is very therapeutic for me, but I usually keep my makeup pretty much the same. So like, I've been so excited to film this video because I knew like, oh, that's the tutorial that I will be filming coming up, but it's been a while. I mean, it's been since winter. For bronzer, you guys have to keep your eye on when the Marc Jacobs bronzer goes on sale. This is the Tastic one. I don't know if it will still be on sale right now. It might only be for Memorial Day weekend, but this does go on sale. You just have to watch for it on Sephora's website. It's such an airbrushed, flawless finish bronzer. I just absolutely love it. So if you didn't know or didn't watch my engagement announcement video, Elijah and I are getting married June 5th, and that is our 5-year anniversary. It was just insane how the stars aligned. That landed on a Saturday this summer, and we were already thinking before we even like looked ahead at that, we were like, how cool would it be if we could just get married on our regular anniversary and not have like a separate anniversary date? Let's just combine it, you know? So that Saturday was the only Saturday not booked at our venue for the entire summer of 2021. We were like, oh, wow, like if we were not ready for this, we would not have been given this opportunity. We were actually looking into all this before Elijah proposed. I felt so ready, and if you are that girlfriend that just is waiting and you're trying to be patient for your boyfriend to propose, I know it's like, oh sure, but like it will happen and it will be so special. It'll be exactly when it is supposed to happen, and you will just, it's amazing. It really is. I have loved every part of wedding planning. Yes, there is stress because it's just like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, I'm going in, the blush that I will be using on our wedding day is the Lawless Vintage Love Velvet Blush. This is such a gorgeous muted rosy tone. A tip for doing your blush is to not smile while you do it. I think it's very, you know, traditional, it's old-fashioned to be like, smile, put it on the apples of your cheeks. And you can still do that, but I feel like then, I mean, you're not smiling 24/7. So if you do it while your face is resting, it actually just kind of lifts the face a little bit. Like then that actually gets the blush right where it should be. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Mercier Indiscretion. This is such a gorgeous complementary shade with my skin tone right now. It's not too blinding. It's not like a whoa, like I swear all I can see is her highlight. Like it actually looks like a honeymoon glow. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she's glowing. I'm using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush in the shade in JH03. It's just such a, I hope the camera's catching it. I know my lighting is just very natural. This side maybe you guys will be able to see a little bit better. You can see it. And it doesn't leave your skin looking textured either. It really does just sit on top and it looks smooth. I found this at TJ Maxx actually. I originally paid the full price and then I found one at TJ Maxx. I was like, what? I bought that one for my mom. I'm gonna do my nose highlight really quick with this too here. I'm using the Morphe M213. This is my favorite nose highlighting brush. So I'm basically doing an exclamation point, because I am not trying to drag it all the way down. I'm trying to give myself like a thinned like button nose, if that makes sense. Now it is time for eyebrows. So I kind of treated myself. I got a brand new Colourpop Brow Boss in the shade dark brown for the wedding day, because then it is clean. I have a brand new spoolie to work with. There won't be, you know, it'll just be perfect. I'm so glad I did that. I did the same for my lip liner because my one is just, it's gross. You guys will see it shortly. I'm like, you know what? This is $7, like big deal. The lip liner is like 12, I think. So I am going to be using this Brow Boss pencil in dark brown, and then this Fenty Beauty Brow MVP Styling Wax. I love it. I mean, like, this is exactly what I was looking for. So let's go ahead and start off with the eyebrow pencil. So I first brush my eyebrows up, do the line underneath my eyebrow, then I just kind of work on the top of my eyebrow and fill it in, brush it out. All right, there we go. It feels so good to film a tutorial again, especially this one. All right, this Brow MVP wax is dirty. I will be cleaning this before our wedding day. But I'm just gonna go in and use the wax side to just kind of brush it into my eyebrows. And then I'm going to style it with the other end. This just makes them look so natural. Alright, finally, we are done with the face, the brows. Let's do these wedding eyes. So I am going to be using the Natasha Denona Glam palette. It's just the perfect shades. The only thing is with this palette, this look that I've practiced doing for our wedding can get really cool toned really quick, and I'm trying to keep it neutral. So to start out, I'm actually going to be using this little KKW Beauty Eye Contour Duo in the shade Light. I'm going to be using this here with my finger just to put across my whole lid, because because this has like a yellow undertone to it, which keeps things neutral instead of cool tone. I know a lot of people ripped on this little eye contour duo thing, but these, like, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. These are the shades that I use, so I ended up just getting it. This is honestly probably the only eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna take to Mexico. Do you know that they make designer dupe makeup brushes? Now you do. This is a fake Hourglass No. 3 shadow brush. Got it off of AliExpress. I'm gonna be using the shade Blend. This is a very good all over the lid shade. It's great for blending too. This just creates that tan base all over my lid. So just brushing that on. So just patting this on all over my lid. And I even go a little bit high up with it because I don't want to lose this color in the process. I also brush it underneath my eye. I'm actually so glad that I did not get to film this tutorial until a week before our wedding, because this is really good practice up close to the big day. There we go. So we've got the tan base, just to make sure I've got that blended. I'm not adding any more product, just blending. So now I am going to be using the shade Smoke over here with the Jacqueline JH45. This brush is perfect for this. I'm just going to lightly tap it, and I'm keeping this by my lash line. Pretty much just like the second half of my eye, I guess. We're brushing this right down here. So this is the start of the sultriness. Can you guys see that? Okay, I hope you can. I am actually going to get a little more specific with that same exact shade now. This is the Nizan & Kavari BH Cosmetics No. 8 brush. Still going in with that same shade Smoke right here. We're just going to get a little more precise. It's perfect that the name of this is Smoke, because that is exactly what I am trying to do with this shade. There we go. So for the most part, I am keeping the inner part of my eye light. We're still just working on the outer part and the lower lash line. Now this is the part where things could get very cool toned very fast. So what I am going to do to prevent that is go in with this golden shade right here. I'm going to be putting this just on this area of my lid. Just very lightly. It's kind of, I guess, sort of aggressively pat it on my eye. This is going to start the shimmery process, but keep things neutral. I just know that adding that gold pop is going to be complementary with my earrings, and it'll just look, it'll all pull together. All right, just doing the other eye here. We are probably going to be late for my grandparents' cookout. Like, oh my gosh. I had to film my wedding makeup tutorial. No, my grandparents are super cool. They are the best people, seriously. I love them to pieces. They will understand. They love watching my YouTube videos. You know that feeling where you're like, okay, yes, that is how I'm feeling about this gold, because it is a very neutral gold. It's not too yellow toned. Perfect. I'm feeling good. Don't cry, don't cry. I'm just so excited. It's like, oh yes, I have been practicing this look. I've been thinking of ideas to make it perfect, and I'm like, oh, that was good. I'm glad I thought of that. I'm gonna be going in with this Brow Bone shade here, and I'm going over that shade lightly. It's just like you're layering those tones together. You're marrying those tones, actually. All right, we're good. I was starting to get a little bit nervous about this look. I'm like, you know, I practiced it a few times, but very glad I'm doing it today. I'm repeating myself at this point, but putting that gold underneath really kept that neutral tone, because when I was going in before without the gold underneath, it would instantly make a cool tone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not trying to look like a 90s bride. Now to add some actual like sparkle to this part of my lid, just the inner part, I'm going in with the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Reflect. So I am going to be going in with this very lightly. I don't want a lot of glitter, just enough to be noticeable. There. So now I am going to be darkening it up even more near the lash line with the shade Lash Line in this palette. This is the Nizan & Kavari No. 9 brush. Just using a little bit. This is my eyeliner. I'm not using any liquid liner. The only thing that I am going to do is be using Colourpop's Cream Gel Liner in my waterline. So this I am kind of just bringing all the way through. This look just makes me feel very sophisticated. It's not too much, it's very me. Just like my wedding dress, honestly. When I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm not competing with my wedding dress. The other dresses that I was trying on in my wedding dress shopping vlog, I will have these videos I'm talking about linked down below, like my engagement announcement, my engagement video, my wedding dress shopping video. Everything will be linked in the description box below. But those dresses that I was trying on that you guys see are very like, they compete too much with me. Like they are too much. I like elegance, I like simplicity, sexy yet sophisticated. Like so many of those dresses that I tried on, I was like, why am I even trying to convince myself right now? I don't know if I told you guys this yet. My wedding dress, we walked right past it. It was on a mannequin. As we were like getting checked in for our appointment, I looked at my wedding dress on the mannequin and I was like, that is a beautiful dress, like wow. But then, and my mom even said that too. She's like, Melon, look at that dress. I'm like, yeah, I noticed that. I think it's really pretty. Then we just like go right past it, go for the full bridal experience of shopping. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not finding anything that I like. And I'm starting to get that pit in my stomach of like, oh my gosh, I think we're gonna have to go to the backup appointment that I have at a different shop right after. Like, this isn't what I wanted. Like, I knew I would find my dress at Miss Ruby's Bridal Boutique in Milwaukee. I just knew it. I always trust my intuition. And my mom was like, you need to go try on that dress that was on the mannequin. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like we almost forgot about that. And boom, there it was. There were the waterworks. I hate that saying. I don't even know why I just said that. I am now going in with inner corner, in my inner corner. Why did they have to name this? Okay, whatever. I am going to set this all into place with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is the best, like, non-greasy, actually keeps my makeup in place setting spray that I've ever used. And it makes everything look like skin instead of powder. So for that waterline, I am going in with the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner, just the black shade. Oh shoot, I hate when I get it like on my contact. Ah, that is the icing on the cake right there. I'm so excited for our wedding cake. Oh my goodness. I could totally feel my great grandma's presence. Like we got it from Simple Simon's Bakery in Appleton, and ends up that is the bakery that my great grandpa would bring my great grandma to for their fresh bread like every Sunday or whatever it was. And my mom remembered that while we were there for the cake appointment. She's like, wait, they would come here all the time. I'm like, go figure why I was so drawn to this place. Okay, I just start doing things without telling you guys sometimes, and I'm like, oopsies. I picked up a waterproof mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This is my most favorite mascara at the drugstore. Their waterproof version of it is very drying. You have to work with it quickly. It wasn't even until like last month I realized, oh my goodness, like I am going to need a waterproof mascara. What was I thinking? This is going to be a long video, but I don't care because this is the biggest deal of a tutorial that I will ever be filming in my life. It is time for fake eyelashes. So I do have a fresh pair of the Lily Lashes Doha that I'm saving for the wedding day. I'm going in with an old pair that is probably gonna give me pink eye. No, I'm totally kidding. So I will be using the Lily Lashes black brush on lash adhesive for this. So once I put the thin line of lash glue on, I fan it, and I usually count for 30 seconds. You wanna look down at your mirror and place the lash on the center of your eyelid. Just using my little Lily Lashes, whatever this thing is. I guess it's probably just called a lash applicator, huh? This is the perfect fake eyelash. Like, oh my gosh. It's so perfect for my wedding day because it doesn't take away from the eyeshadow. You know, like it makes it. There we go. Lashes on. I'm gonna pop the other one on really quick off camera. All right, you guys, the eyes are done and I'm very happy with how this look has turned out. Now we are just gonna do lips and that's a wrap. I would like to kind of like rub off the foundation on my lips. I am going to use the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm with just the slightest bit to keep my lips hydrated. And then I am actually going to wipe around the perimeter of my lips where my lip liner is going to be because I want that to stick. I do not want that sliding around. So this is what I do. Okay, so I really do love the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. It doesn't pronounce my lips enough, like, of what I'm looking for now that I have color. So I will be using the KKW Beauty Nude One Lip Liner. Look at how disgusting this one is. So I went and bought a whole new one yesterday just for our wedding, and I'm like, I deserve that. But I am going to use this for the tutorial. I should probably sharpen it. This lip liner, I have loved it for a very long time, but now that I have like an actual color to my skin, it works perfect with it. And it's so much smoother than the Charlotte Tilbury. That one is very, you have to tug a lot with it. It doesn't just glide. I feel like I just got that all over the place. All right, last but not least, here is that Gucci satin lipstick in the shade Margaret Candle Flame. Love it. Just gonna dab this. I like ruined my lip liner. Dang it all. All right, you guys, here is my wedding makeup. I am in love with it. Like, I feel so proud. This is like my pride and joy moment right now. Just let me have it. Okay, like I did kind of mess up my lips. That's because like my hands are dirty. The day of, I will have like wipes. I should have had one today. Because my hands are like, I don't know. It makes a difference, so. I got lip liner all over the place. Thank you to every single person that has been nothing but supportive, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so excited for you all to see my wedding dress. Like, this has been the hardest thing to keep to myself. Just one more week, I can do it. Actually, once this is up, it'll just be a couple days, so I'm so excited, you guys. I can't even wait. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. The next time I see you, I will be Mrs. Williams. All right.